history. I'm here for the last video out of the 4, and this, as you can tell by the title, is another part of my reenacting gear for my US, Vietnam and possibly World War II. And here it is. It's really heavy. It's the field telephone. So this is an original field telephone from the Vietnam War. Got it off it's on Soldier of Fortune, and I got it for my not for my birthday, for Christmas. And yeah, it's a really cool piece of kit, and I really like it as it is an original piece of kit. So to think that this has most likely been in combat is amazing to think. It comes with the telephone inside and the waterproof out layer. I may have to move the camera to get the best of I'll get the views of it. So here I've got this first flap here, then another one that comes out over the top like this, and then it's got this waterproof bit inside. It's got this waterproof bit inside, and then you open that up. And another thing to say is this does have the smell of old things, like military usually has a smell, and this has the old equipment smell, which I really like. So let me just move the camera. So that's the telephone in here. So this is the telephone itself. This can't come out, as you need to undo the bolts on the side here, which I don't want to do. And yeah, I'll get the actual handset out now. So here it is, the handset. So this actually has a long cord coming out, which it wraps around, and don't want to undo it because it takes me a while to do it back up. And it's got the like the button here, so you hold that down to talk and hang up and stuff. And here, if we unscrew this, this is the receiving end and transmitting end here, where you speak into. It's got this thing, and you can see all that white. I think it's called dry. Is it called dry rot or dry mold? Can't remember, but it was all over the telephone handset. But I luckily I cleaned it up, but you can still see some of that in there. I got it on some of my gas masks as well, especially the MC1, Polish MC1. And let's screw that back on, and I'll show you the receiving end here. So it's transmitting and we speak, and this is where you listen. Oops. So this, again, has one of these things here, and doesn't really have many wires inside, but it's got a lot of, again, dry rot or whatever it's called. And it's got, this is the bit in it. And then I'll show you more bits of the actual phone. Oops. This bit's always a pain to screw back on, because it will never go into place. There it is. Oh no, I'll fix it in a second. But if we have a look inside the telephone, you can see down here you've got the power coils here that go into the phone. And on the top you've got all the battery bits and stuff. And yeah, another bit of the telephone is, if I put it on its side here, this bit here, it's got a windy thing, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but let me just screw on. Let me just put back on the cover of the receiver. So if I hold it up here, you might be able to hear it, but I don't know if you will be able to. Just hold it up with my leg there. Yeah, you won't be able to hear it, but it makes like a dial tone sound, like a you can hear a little, like, I don't know how to explain it. You just hear a dialed sound, and if you spin it fast enough and for long enough, you'll be able to hear it actually turn on. And if you speak, you'll be able to hear your own voice. And of course, I did try to find out if this can hook up to a main, like, landline of a house, but you need like a certain cable for it to work, and if I were to connect it up to another landline, I'd only be able to call other people that have the same phone, as it would have been back in Vietnam or World War II, as these were actually one of the first field telephones the US produced. But these I'll pack it away in a second. But these were one of the first field telephones to be produced by the US, as they used British ones, but during World War II they used these as well as in Vietnam, Korea, and then they moved on to more modern ones during Iraq and Afghanistan. But these field telephones have to be connected up, so there'll be a wire running from this telephone to another telephone, and then someone would pick up the phone and call them, and they'll be like, I need artillery or something. So these would be carried by artillery crews or just general army groups, as they call in if they need assistance, like artillery or an airstrike or observation or something. But artillery crews used these a lot, especially forward artillery observers, who would go up into the enemy lines and would basically just get the coordinates and call in the artillery. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon.